The First Amendment has 5 main points, which include freedom of religion, speech, press assembly, and right to petition. Freedom of religion means citizens have freedom to attend a church or temple of their choice. The freedom of speech gives people the right to criticize the government and share their opinions with others. Freedom of the press states people have their own opinion on web pages. Freedom of assembly means citizens can come together in public and private gatherings. Right to petition means that citizens can ask for change in the government. What I'm going to be talking about today is the NFL anthem protest. What is going on during these protests are football players are kneeling while the national anthem is being played. The protest began in August 2016, about 13 months ago, when Colin Kaepernick sat on the bench while the national anthem was being played during a game. At first, this was not immediately noticed because at that point he was just simply sitting on the bench. But later, he started taking a knee on the field while the anthem was being played. Kaepernick told the media he chose to sit to protest the abuse of people of color in the United States and ongoing issues with police brutality. Kaepernick stated after this protest, "I'm going to continue to stand with the people that are being abused. This is something that has to change." When there's significant change, and I feel that the flag represents what it's supposed to represent, and the country is representing people the way that it's supposed to, I'll stand. At one point in time, there was 22 players who protested during the anthem. There are always two sides to each story. In this case, I understand what Kaepernick was trying to do by getting his point across. Because discriminating against race is wrong. Athletes are free to their own religion, but I also think that since they are an NFL player, they should stand and respect the flag. I believe they should stand and respect the flag because the younger generation is watching these NFL players protest against our flag that generations before have fought for our country, and the NFL players want to disrespect it. They do have a right of their own religion, but since they sign a contract to be in the NFL, they should respect our country and stand. Title 36, Section 301 of the United States Code states the Star-Spangled Banner as the national anthem. It also instructs military members and veterans on how to properly comport themselves while the anthem plays, before addressing civilized etiquette. The law also states all other people present should face the flag and stand at attention with their right hand placed over their heart. And if men that are not in uniform, if applicable, should remove their headdress and place their right hand over their heart. Congress indeed passed a law dealing with decorum during the national anthem. But the etiquette is merely a suggestion, not a legal obligation. The court did not ignore the fact that the pledge indicates deep emotions, especially during wartime. The court has seen a few related cases like this. In 1989 case of Texas v. Johnson, the court protected the right to burn the American flag as a form of symbolic speech. The court didn't do anything about the protesting. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution states Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Although the courts didn't do much about the issue, President Trump did. He wrote many posts on Twitter saying how disrespectful this was to our country. President Trump also said if players take a knee during the national anthem, the NFL owners should fire them and fans should walk out. A lot of fans find players who protest very disrespectful, that they should honor the flag in a minute or 2 minutes. This just isn't happening on the NFL football fields. It started to happen on some high school football fields as well. Some coaches threaten players that if they protest, that they won't be able to play, which I believe those high school coaches, it If those NFL players are starting to impact the younger generation by their misleading decisions, something should be done. I believe that NFL players have the right to practice their own religion, but it shouldn't be during the national anthem. Why during that time? I believe that most players are just frustrated and want attention.